Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the shotgun, Ryan. He's got Sanu. Mohamed Sanu with nobody ahead of him. Touchdown, Falcons. Mohamed Sanu, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, here's Newton. Looking left sideline, it's complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". See me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare. Mike's 20. Mike's 59.
A shotgun snap for Newton. He's going to float this one deep. And this is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Colby Listenby, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point just does sneak over the bar, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a...
And got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there, Ryan to Jones, 42 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They run it here with Gordon. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get him into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now Ryan. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Matt Ryan with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Pick up the ball. 36. Check 3. Shoot.
Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Double up. He's coming, double up.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
6 guys, check 6. Hey.
Now Darkwa. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons' defense yet again drops him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Newton. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brian Burns has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A pretty wild first quarter, 21-7, our score. 2nd quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a very tough 3rd and 15 forthcoming.
Ready. Mike 54. Hey, check this. Hey, Charlie.
3rd and long, it's Ryan. Smith catches left side. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll run with Darkwa. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Check, 59.
From just shy of midfield, Newton under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. That sack was by Isaiah Oliver. from his quarterback position. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Newton to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons are going to get it at the 20. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivation.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case,
and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Looking deep for Julio. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Hustle. To the ball, team. We got 8. 53 is the mic. 53. Check 53. 8. Come on, D. Get it.
Back to throw. Newton. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Another try after the first down sack. Newton steps away to his left. Room to run inside the 40. And he gets this one down to the 24. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now a first down throw for Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. It's down. Desmond Trufant.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. This is Gordon. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Let's take it in. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Here's Bryant for the extra point.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Oh, now Greer, he fumbled the football. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely 1 play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Newton. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Darkwan. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. In on the tackle, Devondre Campbell, Falcons' leading tackler in 2018. Third and long, it's Newton. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion, they keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well. And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package.
Yeah.
6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he is not going to get the first down as he'll spot this at about the 28. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd
Ready.
and 10.
Ready. Mike, 45. 8. Check, set. The Mike. Check. 45 the Mike. Silver. 45 the Mike. 45 the Mike. Quick token. Great. Hey, check.
Throwing again. Newton eluding the pressure right. That's Samuel. Caught left side. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
45. Mike, 45. 45.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 11-yard line.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
3 buzz.
Another toe for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Here's Smith. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
A loss of 3 yards.
And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The kick by Bryant is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Let's go, Ty. Gun.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gordon. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 20.
On 2nd down now. It's Gordon, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And they'll indeed take a knee. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. And they take a knee. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. And they will take a knee here. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Bryant's kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Ready? 60 or.
At the 31-yard line.
Fire.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Shaw on the keeper.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Falcons, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now, and they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People wanna know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went.
Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went.
Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy.
The blends be all the right cred.
Meaning credentials.
Best of both worlds
When we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental.
Are you ready?
Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
What you talking about? Space out your mind.
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's a
fool?
close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen.
When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, the pass to your receiver.
All about running the spot.
And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather.
Cardio kingpin.
Subjugate the dub